Hi guys, Betsy here with Unique Paper 15. Today is a very special hop. I'm showing you a couple little things I'm going to be using in this card process. And the main thing here is this Jessica Lynn original Pitbull dog stamp. And I'm giving you a preview here of what we're going to make together, and also this cool Studio Calico new diamond die that I got. I'm showing you some cut and colored puppy Pitbull stamps that I've already colored, and this stamp set is just adorable. The whole purpose of this hop is to focus on rescue and on pit bulls and animals in general, and it's part of the Hey Jude hop. So it's a really fun and great purpose type of charity hop, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. I'm going to go ahead and get started and make the card, and I hope you guys like it. I will put all the information down below. There are a ton of people involved in this, so do click the links to follow to the next hop, because there's a ton of really talented artists in here, and I will link them all down below. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and take this Studio Calico diamond die that I recently got, and I'm going to cut it out on some basic Coordinations gray paper, and you're going to have to run it through a few times just to get all of those little diamonds out, and you're going to see I'm going to fuss with it a little bit. I don't have a precision plate, so I just put some extra papers underneath to give it a little bit of I guess thickness and make that precision, I guess. So I'm going to run it through as soon as I get the strength here. It's a little thick with all that paper, so I'm going to run it through a couple times, and I'm going to make a few of these, and you'll see why here. I mean, you see that cage over there, or box I should say. Don't want to give it away yet, but I run it through enough until I get all of the diamonds cut out. And this really is a cool die. I'm so glad I got it on the Studio Calico sale. And you'll see that there's some cool things you can do with the negative space that's left behind. So here we go. I've got the basic walls cut out, and they look a little bit like chain link fence. And I'm going to save all these little extra pieces for confetti. I think that's great extra pieces there. So now that I've got my fence cut out, and I'm showing you here what it looks like left behind. Isn't that kind of neat? Very unique, right? So just thought I'd show that, and that's what it looks like on black. So it's a really fun die. So what I'm going to do is, I'm showing you, I'm going to take the cage that I've made, and I'm cutting out, I guess if you want to call it corners, and I'm going to cut it from the solid piece. So I'm just using the leftovers to make the corner bars so that it makes that box a little more solid, because since it's like a chain link fence, it's a little more weak. So that's what I did there, is I took those extra pieces. So here we go. This is the FAWN puppet box die, and I figured it's the perfect shape. It has the die to cut the window, and it looks somewhat like a dog cage. So I go ahead and run this through. I line it up to where the tips are not in the box so that it sits flat at the end, you know, like a dog cage. So you could put a floor or grass, whatever you want to put in it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these out. Very simple. And bend it right, and this is very tricky because there's not a lot of surface area to see where those bends are supposed to be. So you definitely have to go about this with some care, and that's why those corner pieces are so vital, because it gives the whole entire box some stability. So I'm just going to cut out a couple of these, and now I'm going to cut out the window, which is going to be, I guess, the entrance to the dog cage. And it's working nice. You just have to make sure that you line up the windows as equal as you can, because once you put the two pieces together, you need it to be somewhat even. But in the end, it doesn't matter anyways. I don't go with the front and back window. My original idea was that I was going to put a box behind a box behind a box behind a box, so it would look like a bunch of cages that you were looking through, as in an animal shelter. And that is not what I ended up going with, but it came out cute anyway. So you guys will see what I end up doing in the end here. So here I'm making those corners, those hinges. And what I'm going to do is measure them to the height of that cage. And then I literally just trim off the frays and I bend them in half. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little score smack dab in the middle. Very simple. And I'm going to bend them to make angles. And then I'm just going to ever so carefully put some score tape on them. And I'm going to glue them into the corners of these cages. And you'll see here. And I'm sure you're wondering how this is going to work because there's going to be exposed score tape. Well, you'll see there's a trick to that too. So very simple. Just take off your adhesive or your backing paper. Now you have to line it up just so it's perfectly in that corner and it gives the support you need. And there you go. It's that easy. So just continue with the additional 3 corners. And we're going to go through every single bar here. So while this is happening, just to let you know, there are a ton of people involved in this hop and there will be some gifts given away. So we encourage you to leave comments and go to every participant's page. This is also on Instagram. So do look for all of these people on YouTube, on Instagram. Christina Crafty Paws, April for the Love of Crafts, Karen from K Warner Studio, Brianna from Artistic Breeze, Alicia from Crazy Paper Chick, Jude from Hey Jude Cards, Vaughn Marie Designs, Victoria from Violet Paper Doll, and I think it's Izzy by Designs by Izzy. Also, there is Kaylee's YouTube channel, and then Hey Jude also has an Etsy shop where she has some really cool digital stamps that she has designed for this hop. And you guys, it really is a good charity. So if you guys are animal lovers or people that are rescue type of people, it's a really great charity to be involved in. Okay, so here we go. This is my solution to the exposed score tape. I just emptied out some of my powder there and from my EK Success tool, and I'm just rubbing it everywhere where the score tape was exposed. So if you have one of those little emboss tools, or if you have some type of powder, that will work just to take that adhesive off. So here we go. We have the 2 cages, and I'm just going to zoom in a little bit to show you. And you see they really do look like those types of cages that you see at the pound or animal shelter, I should say. So now I have those. I'm deciding what I want to put in the back. So I decide on brick wall because a lot of these, it's either just a bunch of chain link fence cages or they're against the cement brick wall. So now I want to decide what dogs are going in what cages. And I'm looking, they're all so cute. And I make a little bonus card at the end too. So I'm going to line them up and put in the back brick wall. Now you guys can kind of see how at the front and back had those windows. I did want to line them up front to back, front to back, front to back, and make a whole row of cages. But this is what I end up going with because I figured it would be easier to send these cards out than doing that right there and making a whole row of cages. So I'm still fiddling around deciding what I want to do, but I decide that I want to put the brick wall in. I tried not to cut a lot out of this video so you guys could actually see my process and how I decided what to do. So I'm taking some stamps here from the Jessica LYNN original stamp set, and I'm also taking some from the Little Inkers stamp set. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp them out and emboss them with some white WOW embossing powder and my Versamark ink. And here we go. So I'm going to just take some very small oval dies because I don't want to occupy a lot of the cage. I still want you to be able to see through it. So this is my little embossing buddy from EK Success Tools again. And I'm just going to go ahead and prep my paper, stamp, and emboss. I'm sure you guys have done this a bazillion times. And now I'm going to show you what sentiments I'm going to choose here. So I end up doing Save a Life and Adopt and hashtag Not a Bully. And I also end up doing Love You Forever from the little inkers, and there was another one I did as well, and you'll see here. So this is the Save a Life and Adopt. So I'm just going to go ahead and take out my heat tool, get it nice and hot, and emboss these. You never get tired of watching that ink or that powder turn. It's just, no matter how many times. Clean off my stamp and go for the next one. Same process, and I believe this is the hashtag not a bully. Again with the white powder. And yes, it is. So I'm just going to clean off my little remnants there. Put the excess back, heat up my heat tool, and make magic. And this is just really thin black cardstock. This is not thick, nothing special. So this is the little inker stamp set, and this is the one that has the Love You Forever. This is actually one of my newer stamp sets, and I adore the stamp set, so I was very happy to have a reason to use this. So this is Love You Forever, and I think there's another one that's doggone cute, and that's what I'm doing right there. So again, just doing some basic embossing, cleaning off the extra. And if you notice, I don't think that I used my embossing buddy, which is why I'm having so much problem with the remnants of the powder there. So I'm going to go ahead and emboss it anyway and see how it looks. And some of these sentiments I obviously don't end up using. I always do that. See, I learned my lesson. I'm doing the embossing buddy right there, the tool to, the powder tool to make it turn out a little nicer this time. And boom, it does. First try, it came out great. Sometimes I just forget to do that. But I always stamp out extras. I don't know if you guys do, but I learned my lesson a long time ago. Always stamp out a couple extras. It saves a lot of time because we're so quick to put our tools away. Okay, so now here comes those little ovals. I'm trying to line it up the best I can so that it actually looks even, because I don't measure, I don't use rulers, I just eye everything. So there you go. You see I've done some extra cuts, and I did some white backers of some larger ovals, and just to give it some dimension, and I cut out the sentiments and tags, and you'll see how we put it all together. So I'm coming in closer here so you can see. So now we're gonna go ahead and adhere with some basic ATG tape, these brick walls. And it also gives the cage a little more stability because it has that solid backing, which I like. And I'm going to go off trim the extras. Now I'm deciding who goes where. I want to pop this cute gray pit bull up on some 3M foam tape just so he looks like he's coming off the back wall there. And where his head is at the bottom. And he is so adorable. I love this stamp set. And next, I'm popping up the other guy, giving him some dimension also, and he's so cute. He looks like he's sitting on just a little bit of grass inside of his kennel. I think he's just adorable. So now I'm framing out those Save a Life and Adopt, and I'm deciding where I want to put those on the cage. So should I put it at the top, or does it cover the dog's head? Where should I put this? Because this is going to be a card that I give away. So they collapse, they will go in an envelope. So I decide to put that one right in the middle, and this one right in the middle as well. And you can still see the dog, and it really does say, Save a Life and Adopt. I want that to be the focus point. So I'm okay with that. Now I'm just covering up the tape from the background. So when you collapse it, it doesn't stick to the back. Paper. I was covering up with some paper. So now I'm making a card base. I measured out the width of that card, and now I'm making a very, very, very basic card because I want the focus to be the cage, the animal, and the sentiment of Save a Life and Adopt. So I'm going to adhere them with some score tapes to these very basic white card backgrounds. And I'm just going to go ahead and remove the backing there and center it the best I can and adhere it down. And it collapses perfect. Again with the second one. Very simple. These cards are very light, they're very flexible, and they pop up the second you take them out of the envelope. They really are cute. So you see here, I'm showing you, he's got some dimension. This is going to be the inside of the card. And then it says, save a life and adopt. And you can see his brick wall, him sitting in the kennel on some grass. And this guy, he's so cute. He's gray, he's got a smile on his face. Adopt me. So very basic. Now I'm going to take some sentiments and put them on the corners. And these say hashtag not a bully. Now I'm putting one on the inside, which is very cute. And it says love you forever. And they're so cute. So this one right here, which is the brown pit bull, which I just showed you. Giving you another look here. That's what it looks like from a distance. And it collapses and collapses. So you can put it in a card. And this one says doggone cute. And this one, the gray pit bull, or silver. I think some people call these silver, maybe blue pit bulls. My husband loves pit bulls. I'm showing you it collapses. And this one says love you forever. So you have the doggone cute and the love you forever. Now this is the bonus card. I cut this fence from a stamp set that one of my girlfriends, Chantal, sent me. It was a part of a flower stamp and die set. I just cut out some grass, a little fence, and I bent it around itself to give it some dimension. And I'm taking this mama and baby pit bull and I'm putting them behind the fence because it just, I think it's cute. And that's something you see a lot too, is that there's a lot of baby pit bulls that are in these shelters. So I'm taking again some little sentiments. I'm trying to zhuzh them up a little bit with some color. And I'm putting a little heart, and the hearts are made of paw prints. So I think this is so cute. Just gonna glue a sentiment right here on the front. Again, save a life and adopt. And then we're gonna open it up and put that other cute little sentiment we made in the middle, which is doggone cute. And we're gonna do the hashtag not a bully. And I'll show this to you. So I made 3 cards with the stamp set and tools that Jude was so generous to send us. And she also sent us this beautiful craft room survival bag. And I love everything. Jude, thank you so much for involving me and letting me take part in this amazing hop. I really did enjoy it. I love this stamp set. And you guys, listen, follow everybody. There's gifts given out and you might want to get some of these. This is that final card I made. The mom and babe. Oops, and I dropped it. Real life, it happens. And then the inside, doggone cute. Alright guys, these are my cards. I hope you liked everything. And please don't forget to check the links down below and go to the next participant. Save a life and adopt. Have a great day. Bye-bye.